Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 8 of my Super Kids Challenge. And if you're returning, welcome back. And we are still in the middle of Harvest Fest, which we were doing in the last part. It's like 6 p.m. We did manage to get the grand meal eaten by Norah. The kids, some of them were eating it, but none of them needed to do so. Usually kids don't, but there are the occasional traits that mean they like it, but none of them have it. So none of them need to do it. But because we've now done that, we can rally the troops, because I see that Norah is a little bit tired, and I was not letting her rally the troops because she needed to be able to eat her grand meal. And she is actually not dazed. Usually I find they get dazed from eating it. Kind of a big meal? Okay, interesting. I've only ever had them be dazed, so that was kind of a good thing. Oh, do you need to have a Edward? You're hungry. Why are you still hungry, my dear? You shouldn't be so hungry. And you're not dirty. You could go grab something to eat, you know. If you're a little bit hungry, go grab something. Yeah, you don't need a grand meal. You're not very big. You're not hungry. So I'm going to take a look. We have 3. First off, let's open presents together with, we can try letting her in. Hopefully it doesn't mess everything else. There's a lot of us. So we'll see whether they all come. Sometimes I did ask you to take a shower, Edward, but maybe I guess you'll have your shower afterwards. Someone got something for a scout badge. We probably need to check our scout badges actually with the kids. And I'll have to make a note of which ones still need to work on their outdoor adventures, because a lot of them have been doing that. At least I think 5 should have it already, if I remember correctly. And so here we are going to... Yes, Edward is... Unfortunately, we can't scrubberoo Edward because he's a child. You can only scrubberoo teens and higher. Okay, why don't you just go have your shower? Yeah, just go have your shower. I might have to just tell him individually to open the presents because, yeah, it's maybe not working. Okay, so I don't know if you even opened. Sorry, I was trying to move that dish. So let's try this again. Get it out of the way. There we go. So is anyone opening the presents? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Finally, Norah's opening. I find when you try and get everybody to do it together, sometimes, it takes a while for everybody to actually come. Oh, we got a gnome, which is what I was because if we get gnomes, we don't have to buy a gnome. Oh, she did not like her present. Poor Abigail. What did you get? A lump of coal. Oh, poor girl. We'll let you have one another day. We'll open presents another time. What are you getting, Bonnie? Looks like it was glowy. We got a soft friend. Okay, we'll return it to raise some conflict resolution. Did someone else get a thumbs down? Okay, anyone else? Who's next? I did breed the frogs in between parts. So we have a lot of frogs to sell. So we'll do that soon. We got a lump of clay, which is, I guess, better than a lump of coal. Because it was shiny. I'll have to make sure they all got it. Oh, did he not get something good? He got a wisp. Okay, I think that's something you can catch in Granite Falls. Which, if I remember correctly, going hunting for bugs in Granite Falls, and you can do it in the winter, or you could I was there in the winter, it counts for the outdoor adventure badge too. But I don't think we're going to be going to Granite Falls anytime soon. So, Edward, you got a Romance Festival bubble bottle. Does anyone else need a present? Let's see. Grant, you have not opened your present. So come, may as well add a present and open your present. And Freddie, you may as well. You look like you're coming already, so we'll let you just do your thing. And it wasn't on Grant's list to do. I don't know if the nanny opened a present or not. I did invite her to open a present. So you're going to add a present. And I didn't see, Freddie got a lump of clay. So let's see, what are you getting? Oh, she got her homework done. We got another gnome. Okay, so let me just quickly check. Presents done. Presents, if they're all have opened their presents, and they all have that completed. Okay, so now let's grab our gnomes. So we have another carrot gnome. And then Norah has the same type. There we go. So we have 2, 4, 5. We need 2 more gnomes. I really like it when they had them there. So I can't remember which is the cheapest one. This is the cheapest one. Happy Gnomeversary. So we'll get 2 of that because it's very cheap. So we'll get just 2 of them. And now, I guess the advantage of doing these earlier in the day is we would have got more seed packets dropped from them. So I'm going to quickly check my little picture, which I'll show on the screen, to see what the best thing is. And hopefully I look at it right, because the last time I looked at it wrong and my sim got like the gnome was displeased because I gave the wrong present. So the floppy one here likes salad. So we're going to give salad, and then we'll go through them alphabetically or from left to right to do that. So Bonnie, you're going to do that. Give salad. And then Colleen, these like a future cube. So we'll do that. And then we'll move on over to Declan and do the same thing. And then the business ones like, did I get enough? Oh no, we need 8, so I need to get 1 more. We'll have to buy another one. Coffee, and we'll let them do them before I bother buying the other one, just because I don't want to have going into build mode interfere with the fact that I've set them up to do this. So, and that helps with empathy. Oh, good. And we got some more. I never even noticed. I've never paid close enough attention. Guess we should buy a bunch of gnomes and get them to... Can we encourage? Since that helps, let's take a look. Encourage to give gifts. Let's keep doing that. Parenting, encourage giving gifts. Encourage giving gifts. Let's see how many we can get. I don't know how long it'll... Oh, we can encourage doing homework. And encourage giving gifts. Encourage giving gifts. There we go. Let's see. And I don't think we did with... I don't know that he was quite finished, so now we can probably do that. And we can help with bad relationship, since they all have... And there's our first seed packet. Yes, we definitely should have done this earlier in the day. I don't know what I was thinking. Occasionally I find they drop them even afterwards, but let's hope that works. So I'm going to let her encourage all of those before we buy our next gnome. And Abigail, did you ever finish? You got to do your homework. Oh, you're doing your homework. Oh, okay. Here, ask the nanny to help you, because that will get you focused. And yay, she reached level 10 of... Yay, good. Oh, and we have... You're doing homework. You need to get help. Okay, have you helped everybody? Yeah, forget these. These aren't as important as helping with homework. We're going to come help with homework. That's what you got to do now. I was hoping that if I just let her do that last one, that would be okay, because by the time, sometimes when you interrupt, things that are already going on doesn't work so well. So, yay. So you're going to help with the homework, and then you are going to... encourage doing that homework, and you may as well encourage her for doing her homework. And look at that, we just need to have one of our kids to have a character value within a range to receive a trait. I think they are all, actually, because when I created them originally, they were like genetically created. I did it a while ago, and I actually had a mom and a dad that had created them, and then I moved the dad out for the last one, and I generated the last one. But they weren't born in game. They were just created with genetics long time ago. And okay, so she's still doing her homework, and I guess the nanny made some more food here. She did, and it's excellent. So we're going to stick that and put that in the fridge, and we need to buy another gnome. So we're going to just try doing that right away. And we'll just grab the same one here. And it was, I assume, Grant needs to do that. So we're going to appease, and that was with a coffee. There we go. Oh, and she did reset. Did you get counted for doing homework once with Focused? You did not. So why don't you do your extra credit work again? And then it was taking a long time. Ask for help with homework. Hopefully. And then you should come here and send a thank you card to the nanny who is here. And we're going to check for Harvest Fest gifts. So she will be done everything. The other thing that's going to be fun, and sometimes I do, especially with seasons, and if you're starting in the middle of winter and you need like a little bit of money quickly, is if you earn enough, like say by taking some pictures, and then you can buy, well, we got a Chaz McFreely. You can come here and rummage for fall decorations and sometimes sell them to make, you know, an okay amount of money. So we should come here and super sell, because I think that we should get rid of everything that we have here, and we can always harvest later. She got to level 9 of gardening. You can ask for gardening tips and check pockets for seeds. You've super sold that already. Okay. For a while there, it was like not showing me anything. It wasn't popping up, but it's neutral going to green. And it was showing neutral going down. I'm like, well, you know, I've used everything that I can think of to make it be, you know, at least stay neutral, but trending towards green. And I've heard having a garden helps with that too. And she got a pretty big garden, I have to say. So it didn't really make a lot of sense that it was trending towards industrial, because I couldn't think of much that would do that. So you're going to come here and nurture and feed compost to beetles. So you've got one of yours done. You haven't, somehow, whatever. Unfortunately, you're very confident, so that's not really going to help you with that. Are any of you kids like close enough that you could be best friends with each other? You are. So are you, Abigail, best friends? You could be best friends with Bonnie. So why don't we come here? Why don't we put you on your social aspiration for now? And we'll do the same with you. Yeah, she's too confident to draw right now. And you two can become BFFs. I guess one child's going to be left out, but they can become BFFs with, so maybe Colleen can become BFFs. Oh, she is inspired. She can actually do this ball craft here. So this is by Bonnie, so we'll give it to Bonnie. And this is by, I don't know who, maybe it's not finished. You're going to come make some fall crafts. So you can clean it up. It's not giving me a name. Maybe it's just not done. We'll just stick it there. I don't really care. At least it's done. You wanted to sneak a present? Nah, I think you got a present. You're good enough. You could come add a present. You want to open a present? Well, we can do that when it becomes an option again. If I think about it, you can do it. Do you need to draw? You need to do homework, but I think everybody's homework at this point I'm expecting is done. But have you drawn your pictures? Nope. So you can come make some fall crafts. Hopefully you're going to be inspired. 2 hours. That's not actually very long, to be honest. Probably. And what are you doing, Grant? No, you don't need to draw. Well, maybe you do. Maybe I need some more of these tables. Maybe I do. You have to play with the toy. Why don't you come do that? Do you have a toy in your inventory? No, you don't. So why don't you come here and play with emotion? And we'll do that again. Play with emotion. Well, I've always noticed it has to be different toys, so that's why I'm choosing different ones for them. And it's possible that's changed, but because it used to be like that, I just always do the same. I just always choose different toys. So you're going to go do your playing, and you should do your drawing so you can get to that point. You can't do any drawing, but you were supposed to make a BFF. What happened? You were supposed to come make a BFF. Come try again. Come, let's try this. Become best friends forever. And then you already at least have the level 5, so then we can try and make friends. And you're busy. you should come here and clean up. And actually, forget the cleaning up. Why don't you empty trash? I'm seeing if anyone's not doing anything right now. You're not doing anything. So why don't we come check our badges? Collect badge. You have a sociability. You have the scholarly aptitude. You have the outdoor adventure and the civic responsibility. So you have the young scientist, which we don't have the table yet because we haven't got to that point yet. The arts and craft, which will be easy enough to do. Give back. Again, I tend to give away the free emotion potions, so that'll be done then. And good deed. So you should probably, but we'll just collect what you can collect. And did you two become BFFs? You did, but you need some social skills. So why don't you come here and hug and talk? Oh, no, not call names. So that was just somewhere where I wasn't. Cheer up. That's what you should do. And tell a story. There you go. And we'll put this here. Is this getting full again? Do you need to look after this? Sort out recyclables. You can try and why don't you scavenge for parts and then sort out recyclables? I was hoping that when the garbage guy came okay, well, you can't do that. Okay, sort out recyclables. When the kids do it, they end up like all the way in. It's quite funny. So, and then they will go soon enough, and then we'll pick up we could sell all the seed packets. And now we do that from build mode. But, I don't want to dive. We'll let her dive for deals. We'll see. I have had a sim dive for deals who was not a freegan, and they didn't get a negative mood lap. But I remember her getting a negative mood lap when I had her do it before. And I don't think she has the Repario spell, which would be you can Repario burnt objects that you find. So let's see, does she get a negative? There's another way of cleaning it out. Oh, she found some reason. So just come and sort out. And yeah, she does not like it. She dumpster dove from, maybe it's different when it's out in the world versus on your lot, because the sim was doing it. It was like in the new neighborhood and in the neighborhood as opposed to on the lot. Because I remember, did not like it. And she doesn't like it this time either, which is quite funny. And Abigail is tired and sleeping. Well, maybe we need some rallying of the troops going on. And why don't we come here and club gatherings, rally the troops. And so here's all our seeds. And no, none of them are giving any after the fact. So maybe we'll keep one. We'll keep a cute little bunny one that we got. I don't know if this is the one we got as a gift, but it doesn't really matter. We'll keep one because we got one as a gift. Well, we got two as a gift, but we'll keep one just for fun. And then we're just going to sell all of the rest. So that one was worth a lot. That one's not going to be worth very much. And where are the rest? Where do they go so I can sell them? Normally, they're still there after Harvest Fest. Oh, there they are. This is the one that was probably... Oh, that's not expensive. Oh, it's the so it was actually a pretty good gift. Because it's not a cheap gnome. It was like a pretty valuable gnome. Now, the question is, do we just sell these or not? Because you can open them, and to sell them, you have to sell them from build mode, like I said. So we're rallying the troops. That's getting her needs up pretty well. How are your needs, Norah? They could be worse, but why don't we just get them all the way up? And then why don't you try to sort out those recyclables again, because we need that emptied. And here we do have a gardening. So Lily, spiny flower arranging, graft with snapdragons. But it wasn't the lily. It was actually the chrysanthemum that I wanted to research, because the chrysanthemum has something that if you graft it together. And there's our lily. Is that our chrysanthemum? Yes, it's normal. So we're going to take a cutting of the snapdragon, and we're going to swap ourselves over onto the gardening aspiration so that it'll count when we do the grafting. So let's let's go, well, I was going to say let's go fast, but I just realized it may be that we can breed these frogs. So I'm going to breed the frogs while she's doing that. And then when that's done, I'm going to sell them all. So then we'll have more money, which they could use because we probably need a few more of those tables that we don't have right now. So I'll be back. Okay, so we need to graft it with a tulip to get a bird of paradise. And I don't think we have a tulip. We could easily buy a tulip because that's one of the flowers you can buy from the gardening, and obviously it may be something that we could get from these seed packets. So she took her cutting, so we're going to now come and graft with the snapdragon. There we go. And then what do we have here? We have an avocado and an avocado, and then we have an apple tree, which is in season, which is why I have it outside. And then pear can stay outside. And yeah, the avocados are fine. So we can leave the avocado trees. We'll just put them outside. There's no point taking up our limited space under our sheltered roof because it seems like it's fine all year. And I thought she had a grow fruit. So we're going to plant the grow fruit out here because it's one that's good all year round. And it's a holly, which is not really very useful. A carrot. Well, it's fine. You can't graft it. I meant I'm looking for things to graft. Maybe it's worth just... I'm just trying to see. Let's open this and see what we get. And we can check pockets for seeds again. We have these 3 cow plants, which if you plant them, you can sell them immediately for $4.75. But one we would need to keep if she is going to do her gardening aspiration. Did she get anything? Nope. No, she did not. And I don't know if she got anything when she opened this seed packet. This is spring, so we'll open that and see if we get anything. Well, I don't see anything, so it's summer. Try another winter one. I've got a winter, so we'll open this one. Oh, that's summer, right? Summer's not what I want. This is spring, so we'll try and open the spring one. Oh, we got a crocus, which is actually what I wanted. I don't know that I have that already. So we're going to come and plant that. So let's check in on the kids. So Grant, you have got that. So before we do anything, I have bred these frogs and we have a lot of frogs. So we're going to take 2 out and then we are going to sell 57 frogs for 7,125 simoleons. Of course, earlier we were doing it like taking our time. And then it looks we were selling them frequently, whereas now I took my time because we didn't need the money as urgently as we have sometimes done. So I put this here and I'd like her to open that. Maybe it's better just to sell them. I'm keep hoping that she's going to get the tulip she needs. We could have the kids all come and check pockets for seeds. They're all going to have to go to school today. And let's just check. So I'm just looking where they are in terms of their schooling. You're not so good. And this is... I don't know if this is your project or not. Let's see if you have a project in your inventory. You do not. So, and it's saying working carefully. Yeah, so it's assisting. So this is definitely his project. So he's going to do his project because I was checking, where they were in terms of their grades, like how close they are to leveling up. And they, of course, Edward and Grant were the ones, if I remember correctly, who were C students longer. Like, look at this. He needs... So you're going to come here and you're going to start working carefully. And you're going to come and assist with project. And then you're going to assist... Oh, it's after 5, so we have more plants ready to harvest. But we can do that later. But they're going to start working on these projects. And we're actually going to leave this part here. So they all had a successful Harvest Fest. And we have a little bit more money. Yay! Thanks very much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.